Mama, if you're reading this, it means you fell asleep cleaning again. The child's handwriting wobbled across the pink paper. I put a blanket over you. Don't worry about me. I'm not scared of the dark anymore because you taught me brave people do hard things. I love you infinity times infinity. Cassidy Monroe found the note tucked into her cleaning cart at 2 a.m., and she broke down crying in the empty hallway of Hartwell Industries' executive floor. Her 7-year-old daughter Riley had hidden it there before Cassidy left their cramped studio apartment for her night shift. At 28, Cassidy worked 3 jobs: day shift at a diner, evening shift at a grocery store, and nights cleaning office buildings. Riley spent most evenings with their elderly neighbor Mrs. Hayes, doing homework by flashlight when the electricity got shut off. This wasn't how Cassidy had imagined motherhood. She'd been a promising nursing student once, engaged to Riley's father, dreaming of a different life. Then he left when the pregnancy test showed positive. Her mother cut her off for ruining her future, and suddenly Cassidy was raising a baby alone in a world that didn't offer second chances to broke single mothers. But Riley never complained. She did her homework in library corners while Cassidy finished shifts. She ate cereal for dinner without asking why. And she wrote notes like this one, little reminders that someone in this world thought Cassidy hung the moon. Wiping her tears, Cassidy pushed her cart toward the corner office, the CEO's suite that she saved for last because it felt too grand, too intimidating. She'd been cleaning it for 6 months and never met the man who occupied it. 33-year-old Jameson Hartwell was a name on company memos, a signature on paychecks that barely covered rent. Tonight she found his office dark, except for the city lights bleeding through floor-to-ceiling windows. She worked quietly, emptying trash, dusting surfaces, trying not to leave fingerprints on the life-size success that surrounded her. That's when she noticed Riley's art project on the cleaning cart, a crayon drawing of a superhero with "My Mama" written underneath in wobbly letters. Riley must have slipped it in with the note. Cassidy's hands trembled as she looked at it. She'd been so tired lately, so worn down by endless shifts and mounting bills, that she'd forgotten what Riley saw when she looked at her. Not failure, not struggle, just a superhero who showed up every day. She didn't realize she'd left the drawing on Jameson's desk until the next night when she returned to clean. But there it was, still sitting exactly where she'd forgotten it, now with a sticky note beside it in bold handwriting. "To the artist's mother, your daughter has talent, and you have my respect. J.H." Cassidy's breath caught. CEOs didn't notice cleaning staff. They didn't leave notes acknowledging tired single mothers existed. Yet here was proof that someone had seen her, really seen her, even if just for a moment. The notes continued. She'd find them occasionally, always brief, always kind. When she accidentally left her thermos of weak tea in his office. "You deserve better than this. Coffee station is always stocked. Please help yourself." When Riley's school permission slip fell from her cart. "Field trips matter. If you need help with the fee, talk to HR about our family assistance program." Cassidy never took him up on the coffee or the assistance. Pride was sometimes all she had left. But the notes made her feel less invisible, and that was something she hadn't felt in years. Then, one night in late November, everything changed. Jameson was working late. His marriage had ended badly 2 years ago, and the office had become his refuge from an empty penthouse. He'd been staying later and later, telling himself it was about quarterly reports, when really it was about avoiding silence. He heard the cleaning cart wheels before he saw her, a slight woman with blonde hair pulled into a messy bun, yellow gloves covering hands that moved with efficient grace. "I'm sorry." Cassidy froze in his doorway, eyes wide. "I didn't know anyone was here. I can come back." "Please, don't apologize. I'm the one invading your workspace." He noticed the exhaustion in her face, the way she swayed slightly on her feet. "Are you all right?" "Fine," she lied, then caught herself. "Actually, I haven't eaten since breakfast. Low sugar. I'll be fine." Jameson's chest tightened. This woman, this superhero mother who left art projects and worked through the night, hadn't eaten in 18 hours. "There's a kitchen on this floor. Would you... Let me make you something. I'm told I make a decent grilled cheese." Cassidy should have declined. Employees didn't eat midnight grilled cheese with CEOs, but hunger and loneliness made her honest. That would be really kind. They sat in the empty break room, city lights twinkling beyond the windows. Jameson made sandwiches while Cassidy explained Riley, the 3 jobs, the studio apartment with unreliable heat. He told her about his divorce, his workaholic father who'd built this company but never attended a single school play, his fear that success meant nothing if you had no one to share it with. "Your daughter's drawing," Jameson said softly. "I keep it in my desk. Some days when I'm drowning in contracts and acquisitions, I look at it and remember that someone out there thinks their mama is a superhero. That's the kind of love that actually matters." Tears slipped down Cassidy's cheeks. "I'm failing her. She deserves birthday parties and new clothes and a mother who's awake for bedtime stories." "She has a mother who works 3 jobs so she can have a future," Jameson interrupted gently. "She has a mother who taught her that brave people do hard things. That's not failure, Cassidy. That's everything." The way he said her name, with respect, with recognition, made her feel human again. Over the following weeks, their midnight conversations became routine. Jameson learned about Riley's love for books and her dream of becoming a veterinarian. Cassidy discovered that Jameson visited children's hospitals every Tuesday, reading to sick kids because his younger sister had died of leukemia when he was 12 years old. Then Jameson did something that changed everything. He didn't offer Cassidy charity or pity. Instead, he offered her a choice. "We have an opening in HR, entry level, but it's day shift with benefits. Full medical, dental, and tuition reimbursement if you want to finish your nursing degree. You'd need to interview properly, earn it like anyone else, but if you're interested." Cassidy stared at him, hardly daring to hope. "Why would you do this?" "Because I've built a company worth millions, and the person who taught me what actually matters cleans my office at 2 a.m. And because every child deserves to have their superhero at bedtime." 6 months later, Cassidy sat at her new desk in HR, wearing professional clothes she'd found at Goodwill, reviewing employee family assistance applications. Riley was enrolled in after-school art classes, their apartment had reliable heat, and Cassidy had just registered for online nursing courses. Jameson stopped by her desk that evening, a familiar pink piece of paper in his hand, the original note Riley had written. "I found this in your old cleaning cart. The building manager was clearing out lost and found. Thought you might want it back." Cassidy took it with trembling hands. "I can't believe you kept it. It reminded me that the people we overlook are often the ones who matter most, and that sometimes the bravest thing we can do is let someone see our struggle and offer help." Cassidy stood, her voice thick with emotion. "You gave me back my life. How do I ever thank you for that?" "You already did," Jameson smiled. "You reminded me why any of this matters. You reminded me that kindness is the only legacy worth building. Because in the end, we're not remembered for the empires we build or the titles we hold. We're remembered for the moments we chose to see someone's humanity and honor it with our own."